for what you do, and thanks for dropping in. So yeah, sorry, we had an officer involved shooting citizens' death, so I have to go out on that one. So I didn't want to mean to keep y'all, and I'm glad y'all were able to stay for a little bit. So yeah, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
That's the
Better
first thing.
days, you know,
Man,
whenever
okay.
it's an officer involved shooting and somebody get hurt, if it's us or the citizen, it's always sad, you know. So yeah, just gotta keep moving though. It's rough times. So yeah, how you doing in school?
I mean, I'm doing fairly good actually.
Okay.
Surprisingly, without the distractions, it's really easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy now, but it was very difficult to keep my mind on where
Right.
my goals are. But with the right leadership,
Yeah.
it's much easier
Good.
now.
What year you in?
I graduated in 2023, but
Okay.
my junior year now.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah,
So what
so-
you gonna do when you graduate? You got plans? Or?
Air Force,
Good.
definitely.
Good.
MP probably. So I already have my.
Good. So that
My
means we
police
could
training.
possibly get you after 4 to 8 years, and you come on. We're gonna grab you. We recruit too. So. But if you, it's
I
always
definitely plan
good
on
to
coming
get.
back home.
Good. Good.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, it seems like you got everything together. So, any questions, any concerns from me?
Well, as far as chief, right?
Mhm.
What got you this position?
Whew. Let's say first of all, God. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's only a few major city chief jobs. Okay. Houston is the fifth largest agency, fourth largest city. So I was born and raised here, and been here going on 32 years. So it's not something that you say, well, hey, I'm gonna be chief in 25 years or 30 years or whatnot. You know, I think it's just an honor, and I think God had favor on me, and I hope and I don't let Him down, the citizens down, or our police officers on the front line. But a lot of hard work to. It's a very competitive department, and I went up through the ranks. And the mayor in Houston, we have a strong mayor system, so the mayor selects the chief, and after Chief Acevedo left, he selected me, and I don't take it lightly because there was several individuals on our executive team, assistant chiefs and executive chiefs who could easily step in and done the job, but right now I was chosen, and it's a difficult time, so I just want to make sure I do everything that I can do to set the department in a better place than when I came here, and that's my goal above all. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
With my experience, especially being a black individual in a major city like this one, and going to a high minority school,
Mhm.
what have you done to help to? Because we all know it starts at home,
Mhm.
but it also starts at school, and it comes really big in high school.
Right.
So what have you as a chief set in place to help prevent crime, especially in high school, especially in the neighborhoods that we do live in?
And I think what you're saying is what I've done to build relationships
There
at
we
the
go.
same time,
Yeah.
fighting crime. No, I'm listening. I'm good listening, okay? And I think that's what you have to be, and especially if you're a leader, you have to learn how to listen, you know. But I think it started from when I was a police officer. I've always been a big relationship guy. You cannot be effective, even as a police officer, let alone chief of police, if you don't build strong relationships. I can tell you one of the things that I was most proud about at the very beginning of my administration, and supported by the mayor. Transparency and trust means everything, okay? And everybody was talking about, hey, when y'all gonna start releasing body-worn camera footage? And I said day one in my administration, we were gonna roll it out, and that's what we're doing, rolling it out within 30 days after a significant event, an officer involved shooting, or maybe if it's an accident or something, a crash where citizens die, anything that's a critical incident, we want to release that when we have body-worn camera. Now the challenge is we have to go by the law, and there's laws that stipulate when we can release. Just say if I go into your house and there's unfortunately, officer involved shooting, somebody's hurt or somebody died, I can't release that body-worn camera footage unless I get written authorization from you or somebody that has care, custody, and control of that home or that apartment anytime. So that's been challenging. But it's also important to me to keep our youth programs, just as TAPS. We have other youth programs. We have to make sure that that's just a part of our DNA, just not considered a program that's grant-based or overtime-based, because when the grants go away, the overtime go away, if it's not in our DNA, those programs go away. We simply have to form and build and keep and enhance, nurture, I meant to say, relationships with youth, especially in high school, but we got to start it as early as we can, because a lot of kids, they hear a lot of negativity. And your generation is, it's less newspapers,
And more social
less
media.
less local news, more national news, and a heck of a lot of social media. And sometimes everything on social media is not true and correct. Just because somebody has a site and they have, what y'all call 500,000 followers, that don't mean that that person is right. But in your generation, a lot of times, oh, if Troy Fenner got 1 million followers, he or she is correct. It's not, So I think it's our job as adults and professionals to make sure that we get the proper information out there to you guys and make sure that we are building relationships. So